It is currently 5:16 a.m. I'm making this video when I've been up all night drinking since I started drinking at the Saints Rams game or whatever. I'm normally work overnight, so this is normal hours for me. Maybe not for you guys, but I'm making this video because it's important, and I can't just get this point across in a simple post like I normally make a lot of posts and say whatever's on my mind. This deserves its own video. A lot of people think that I hate Sam Howell or I dislike Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell is smart. I think what he's done this year, durability wise, he's a tough MFer. He's tough. He deserves a lot of credit. I like Sam Howell more than you guys think, but I made this video just for one point. His last few games here are going to be scrutinized a lot in a lot of different ways, but I made this video just to make the point and get this point across. These last few games that Sam Howell plays, the way that I'm going to look at his play and scrutinize him and decide whether he deserves to be back here next year as the guy or not is by one simple thing. Does he get Terry McLaurin the fucking football or not? After he just sat there and watched Jacoby Brissett get Terry McLaurin the football, he sat behind Taylor Heineke all last year, who got literally won games on the back of Terry McLaurin. In these last few games, does he go out of his way to get Terry McLaurin, a fucking star in NFL, the football or not? Some people will look at him and be like, oh, he's holding on to the ball too long, he's taking sacks, this or that. And I'll have some criticism of him of those type of things. His last game was horrendous. He just started running for no reason. I understand the line wasn't good at the beginning of the season, but look at the pockets he had to step up in the last game, and he took off running instead. The next few games, what transcends all of that I will still smallly criticize him off of that stuff, which is like normal stuff you would criticize a QB off of. My biggest thing, my number one thing, does Sam Howell deserve to be here as a starter next year? Does he go out of his way in these last few games to get Terry McLaurin the fucking football? If he doesn't, I don't give a fuck what he's done all season. I don't care. Everyone says, oh, he led the league in passing because we pass so much. It doesn't, I don't care. He's a good player. I'm not trying to shit. I like him. I want to like him. I know that I am critical of him, and some people think I'm overly critical of him. Sure, yeah. But the thing is, I want to like him. But the thing is, if he spent an entire season of football playing as a starter and didn't learn to throw Terry fucking McLaurin the fucking football, there's no hope for you. There's no hope. There's no hope. I don't care who comes in as coach. There's no hope for you. Terry McLaurin, we were having conversations like, yo, is Terry washed up? Like what's going on? Like, no, Terry McLaurin's a fucking star in the NFL. Jacoby Brissett threw 10 passes when he came into the game and threw deep shots to Terry McLaurin just to prove that's that dude. That's that dude. And it hasn't happened all season long. And I understand Sam Howell has gotten a lot of criticism. At the beginning of the season, a lot of people said, why are you holding on to the ball too long? Don't get rid of the ball, this or that. But our entire season, we haven't had a 40-yard pass play. We were the only team in the NFL without a 40-yard pass play in the entire season up to this point until Jacoby Brissett came in and had 10 passes, and he threw a ball over 40 yards to Terry McLaurin for a touchdown. It took him 10 passes. Sam Howell hasn't had a 40-yard pass the entire season. And I get that the line's not great. But go back. I dare you to go back and watch Taylor Heineke. I fucking dare you to go back and watch Taylor Heineke. He's running for his fucking life. The whole season, he was running for his fucking life, and he made something happen. And all you guys took him for fucking granted, and I told you he's making the line look better. He's the same thing Jacoby Brissett just taught all of you, and also myself, because I doubted, is Terry that dude? We all had to doubt, is that dude, or is he just mid? We all had to fucking sit there and doubt this, right? Taylor Heineke won on his single-handedly on his back, won games because he understood, give the ball to the best player. He literally, in the Falcons game, he ran around and came back and just threw the ball up. Terry's down there somewhere. Won games off of it. And we're sitting here this season having asked, is Terry that guy or not? Jacoby Brissett comes in 10 plays, 10 passes, and shows us that's that dude. He's a star. So I'm just making this video because there's a lot of nuance to this. Whether it's 50-50 for me. If we go into next season and Sam's our starter, I'm fine with it. He's shown enough upside. I'm cool with it. I like Sam Howell, but he's also not progressed to the point where I think if we have such a high draft pick, we shouldn't be thinking about a quarterback. I'm one of the only people. Go back and look. I'll find the tweet. I'll put it somewhere. I'm one of the only people who thought when we had the second overall pick to draft Chase Young, I was one of the only people who said, maybe we should take quarterback here. I understand. I'm a defensive. I love watching defense, and the game has changed. The defense cannot play how they used to play. I'm a defensive. Some people watch a 16-10 game and be like, that was boring as shit. If I'm watching good defensive play, I like it. I like watching defense. A lot of people don't, and that's why Patrick Mahomes is the shit now, right? Because the NFL wants people to score a lot of points, and that's why the league has changed into scoring a lot of points. I get that, and I also get why Eric Bieniemy threw Sam Howell into the fire this year and said, "Can you pass the ball this many times or not?" And there's so much into it, and I don't think Sam Howell is that bad. I think he's pretty good for what he's been given, but he hasn't shown the growth. He hasn't shown he still makes the same mistakes. He still pisses me off with the same shit. He doesn't step up into the pocket when he's supposed to. And the thing that drives me crazy, and this is why I want to draft Bo fucking Nix. Mark my fucking words. Bo Nix is the best quarterback in the draft. Fuck Caleb Williams. Drake May suck. Fuck all of them. Mark my words. Bo Nix is the best, most NFL-ready quarterback. Watch his mechanics. Watch him. Every time he drops back, watch his mechanics. He also calls audibles in college football. He calls audibles at the line. Fucking Sam Howell ain't doing that shit. Right now in the NFL, he ain't doing that shit. So this is my whole thing. I like Sam Howell. I think he's slightly above average. But the whole thing that we're sitting here debating is, what's his ceiling? That's what we're saying. What is his ceiling? And we don't have a great team, but I think at the beginning of the year, a lot of those sacks were on him, and a lot of people said, oh, no, our team's just shit. Was it shit when Jacoby Brissett came in there? I think Eric Bieniemy is getting a lot of smoke, and he said, let's put Jacoby Brissett in there. 10 passes, he just showed you, this ain't me, bro. I'm calling plays where Terry McLaurin's open. I'm calling plays that are good. Sam Howell ain't getting people to football. So there's only so much I can put up with that shit. There's only so much that he's not going to progress. And there's a pocket. I understand the beginning of the season, the offensive line was dog shit. Tell that to fucking Taylor Heineke last year. Go watch Taylor Heineke. He's literally gets the ball, he's snapped the ball and is running and he runs out of the pocket and makes a play down the field. He made something out of nothing and all of you took it for granted. And I fucking told you. And then we sit here and watch Sam Howell. Oh, it's not Sam Howell. It's the offensive line sucks. It sucked last year. And Taylor Heineke ran for his fucking life and made something out of nothing out of every single play. And the things, I feel the same way. I want to see Brian Robinson behind a good offensive line. I want to see Sam Howell behind a good offensive line. I want to see Taylor fucking Heineke behind a good offensive line. If he ran and did all that shit, improvised off of that bad of an offensive line, imagine what he could do and get better off of behind a good offensive line. But no, everybody want to run him out of town. Everybody want to talk shit about him and run him out of town to then find out, hey, Sam Howell, maybe he's up. It's a toss up. Maybe he's not that guy. Maybe he's not that guy. Sam Howell started more games in NFL than Taylor Heineke, and people ran him out of fucking town. How? That guy's a fucking star as well. He doesn't have the arm talent. He doesn't have all the other things, but he had the fucking heart. Our team never quit. He was a leader of the fucking team, and y'all fucking threw him to the side. The same thing you did with Kirk Cousins. You did the same thing to Taylor Heineke, and now you're fucking regretting it. And now you don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit it that you were wrong. You don't want to admit that you're wrong. That's why you're staying on the Sam Howell train. And the thing is, I don't want to just throw people to the wind as well. I think Sam Howell has shown an upside, but he's not fucking Taylor Heineke. He's not Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett threw 10 passes and gave our star player, who is a fucking star, his the best game he's ever had in the NFL. 141 yards passing. 25 of that was on a good pass from Sam Howell. Credit to him. So, like I said, moral of the story here that I'm making, a lot of people might look at Sam Howell and look at this or that, his mechanics. What did he hold on to the ball too long? The last few games of the season, what I'm going to look at, if he did not learn, throw the ball to Terry McLaurin. Throw the ball to Terry McLaurin. Find a way to give Terry McLaurin the football. If he doesn't learn how to do that within the last few games, I'm done with him. He's gone. There's no helping you. There's no helping you. If he does do that and shows improvement or whatever, I'm completely fine with him coming back next year and seeing growth from him. But if he can't just do that one simple thing he just saw Jacoby Brissett do, throw Terry McLaurin the fucking football. If he can't do that within the last few games, there's no helping him. There's no helping him. So stop. It's over. You could give him as many years you could. If he can't fathom the point of give the ball to your best player on the entire. Now that Montez Sweat is gone, a dude that I loved, who I said I think is one of the most talented people I've ever seen come through our doors. He didn't show up and he didn't play well here, and I totally understand trading him. It sucks or whatever. But I've made a post. I can go back and show you that too. I think that Montez Sweat was one of the most talented. He had such potential that we never got shit out of him. So I understand why we traded him, because we never got that shit out of him. But I thought he had such potential that we never tapped into. If Sam Howell doesn't throw the ball to Terry McLaurin the last few games, you could force it to him. You could overly force it to him just to prove the point. But I have a sneaking suspicion he's not going to. I think he's going to look just how he looked last game. So that's why I feel the way I feel about Sam Howell. I think he has a lot of potential. I think he has a lot of skills. But there's just something missing that I can't. He's thrown some of the dumbest interceptions I've ever seen on a football field. I'm a Kirk Cousins dude. Kirk Cousins used to throw a few really dumb interceptions. I've never seen him throw as much of a dumb interception, a pick six, than Sam Howell. So there's a lot of doubts for me, and I think a lot of people are the same love. People thought that I love Taylor Heineke too much for no reason. At least we were winning and beating undefeated teams. Sure, maybe I liked him too much too quickly or whatever, but at least we were winning. People are liking Sam Howell way too much and giving him too much, not giving him criticism, and we're 4-10. It doesn't make sense to me. So it's not even comparable. That's the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think. I don't hate Sam Howell. I think there is talent there. I think there is something to work with there. But if he can't just do the simple, most bare, get the ball to Terry McLaurin in these next few games, and watch. Let's sit here and watch. Does he get the ball to Terry McLaurin or not? Fuck. I normally would judge you on how do you do in the pocket, step up in the pocket, why did you run there? I would normally judge on all that type of shit, but the rest of the season, I don't care about any of that. All I care about is, did you learn? Give the ball to Terry McLaurin. Did you learn that? And if he didn't, there's no helping you. There's no helping him. So, it is what it is, man. Hail to the Redskins. See you in the next one. Peace.